The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Faking the give, Darnold. That pass complete to Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Never want to underestimate what this young man does, but it's just more of the same from DJ Moore last season as we see him pick up a first down there. Third straight year above 1,100 yards, but also his third straight year held to just 4 touchdowns. With his ability to move after the catch and also his ability to take it in the run game, I expect those touchdown numbers to climb.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Able to complete this to Shenault. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Darnold. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off the play. Looked like he let him go too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll run here with Hubbard. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Touchdown! Tommy Tremble, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Man, These guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Amari Barno. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 53 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
The Canadian track star put up over 600 yards as a rookie in Carolina, and that has earned him some major trust from the organization and his teammates, who both believe he can be an effective NFL starter.
Off of play action, Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Again, he finds Moore. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, 22 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. very wisely taken knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. He's got him in. Complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So really really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Watson now to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the 2nd half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here comes Grant on the return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold. To Chenault on the slant. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now following the sack, Darnold and Carolina left with a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Gonzalez's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off.
Real under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Grant. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold down to throw. He'll buy some time right. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now Darnold. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Watson. And this one too low.
But I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role in why they are trailing right now. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Here's Watson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that we're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Faking the give, Darnold. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd and 11 now, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome. There he goes left side. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before.
And this is going to be intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth quarter lead. There's Trimble, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. first down. Darnold. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Darnold. That caught by Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down. Play action. It's Darnold. And now here's another interception. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Watson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. After the sack on first down, Darnold, he finds his man complete. It's Grant. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 32 yards. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And Darnold wants to throw the football. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
After the interception, here's Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Amari Barno in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Panthers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little babies. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we get God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.